She puts on the most meticulously planned stadium shows in history, yet somehow thrives in absolute chaos, and nobody handles a total meltdown on stage quite like Taylor Swift. From a mic dying in Chicago, where she just started screaming into the open air, to a literal piano giving up in Milan, where she casually cracked it open like a mechanic and never missed a beat.
Normal.
That's really... You know what? We finally broke it. I did it!
Somehow she bashes it back to life and keeps going. But nothing tops the moment the sky opened up in Foxboro, and her piano decided to start playing itself.
Oh my...
Nobody sets up a disaster better than her standing in a torrential downpour explaining the damage.
Hours straight, and it just kept getting more and more rain. Literally, it was like a water park under the stage.
And right on cue, the instrument completely short circuits and starts firing off notes on its own.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the piano? Are they able to hear that?
It basically becomes her backup dancer right then and there. Yet nothing captures her chaotic luck more than the infamous Chicago show, where a literal bug dive-bombed straight down her throat mid-sentence.
Here on the Eras Tour, and we're so lucky to have him. It's small little bucket, so sorry.
She chokes on it completely out of nowhere and gives the most brutally honest review of the experience.
It's totally fine, it's just stupid.
70,000 people burst into hysterics while she tries to recover.
Is there any chance that none of you saw that?
A massive crowd definitely saw it happen. But honestly, her battle with nature is criminally underrated. Just look at Singapore, where the humidity completely hijacked her hair.
As you can see, my hair has returned to its factory settings.
She owns the frizz entirely and refuses to let a bad hair day ruin her momentum.
Thanks to the humidity here. I'm not complaining, I like it.
She powers through defying gravity itself. But somehow, her wardrobe malfunctions are even more iconic, especially when she tried to do a quick change in pitch black.
One song on guitar, one song on piano. They'd be different every night. And because if we're going to call something the Eras...
She is dead center on stage, delivering an emotional speech before suddenly realizing her sleeve is totally backwards.
I wanted to really explore that. I put this on wrong. I always...
Her whole arm is trapped under the fabric, and she breaks character to explain exactly how it happened.
So we're changing clothes in the dark. You know, you're not going to get it right at the...
It makes total sense given the sheer speed of the show.
I've tried as hard as possible since this is the Eras Tour. I've done it again.
And yet she repeats the exact same mistake in a different city and has a complete meltdown over it.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that. It's perfect.
She closes the show alongside a global superstar dressed in a cheap clown suit, and they sprint off stage like absolute maniacs. But nothing tops the moment her own fans tried to hijack the performance, singing entirely out of time, and she just stared daggers into their souls until they realized their mistake, and immediately after a fan launched actual cash directly at her feet.
You don't need to give me money.
She looks down, utterly baffled by the bribe.
Oh, it's me on there.
She proudly flashes her own face on the fake bills to the crowd and shrugs it off before launching into another track where her mic instantly dies, leaving her singing pure silence to 70,000 people.
It's not working. Is it working?
She rips off the malfunctioning outfit pieces, tossing them into the crowd, and keeps strutting like an absolute boss. Yet nothing captures her sheer willpower more than when her hand literally locked up in freezing weather in front of 70,000 screaming fans.
I'm just gonna do some sort of warming up of it. This is so embarrassing.
Doesn't soften, doesn't hedge, doesn't panic. She just massages her frozen hand and powers through the acoustic set, completely unfazed, before immediately realizing her guitar is tuned entirely wrong.
Sing this one if you know it.
She halts the entire stadium show to recalibrate her strings, and somehow the audience screams even louder for the mistake.
Oh wait, this is in the wrong key, sorry. 1 second.
She dials it in and launches back into the track, only to instantly derail again.
Sometimes you just don't hit the right note, do you?
She cracks up at her own disaster and owns it completely. But if you think equipment fails are chaotic, wait until her own opening acts weaponize their access. Like when Ed Sheeran secretly painted his face as a clown to ambush her mid-jump song.
Come here. You call me up again tonight.
A multiple Grammy-winning global icon fully dressed as a circus freak creeping up behind her.
together. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an imposter on stage. Welcome to the stage, Ed Sheeran.
She is a master at masking stage blunders, but her physical wipeouts are criminally underrated. From smacking herself in the face with a glowing golf club to flashing the entire crowd in a Marilyn Monroe windstorm and literally knows. Diving off a massive staircase in front of thousands, she just bounces back up and owns it completely. She shatters her mic stand during Fearless and drops to her knees to sing into the wreckage and completely forgets to hold her mic up during a massive stadium
I don't care if it's the VMAs. I'm not jumping off of there.
finale and just struts away anyway. But nothing tops the jaw-dropping moment. She stood on top of a towering sign at the VMAs, looked down at her dancers, and straight up refused to do the choreographed jump.
1 second. Okay. Yeah.
She weaponizes her authority, totally derails live television, and casually takes the stairs. She commands the stage with such relentless power that a broken mic pack in Indianapolis doesn't even make her blink. She just turns around and delivers a deadpan runway, stomp back to the crew, exuding zero panic and pure dominance.